Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our Survivor Winners at War finale preview. Here we are. It is the end of the season almost.
Yep.
I'm not happy about it, mostly because
No.
I don't want this to be over. This is like totally I'm the David Tennant doctor about to regenerate to the Matt Smith doctor, and I'm like, I don't want to go, and it's, Doctor Who references, I'm sure, is what all the Survivor audience wants to hear.
I feel like there's a lot of you out there that know it. So we're all nerds here.
Well, anyway, we will talk you through some of what could be happening in this finale. Also, the format of it.
Yep.
Fire tokens all over the place.
Yep.
I hope this is going to be an entertaining 3 hours. We'll kind of see, I guess. Before we dive in, though, if you guys do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. I think we got to start off with this, though. I really thought that we were going to get the Edge of Extinction challenge in tonight's episode.
Yeah, I absolutely thought that we were going to. There is so much left to pack into this finale. I thought for sure, I was like, all right, there's still like 12 minutes left or whatever. I'm like, all right, here we go. We just saw what's going on over there. Natalie's got all these fire tokens. She's eating peanut butter. She's got so many fire tokens. She's giving idols away as well as for herself. I was like, all right, this is it. It's coming up. We're gonna go time.
And then they set the final 12 minutes on fire and just gave us a ridiculously long montage of the entire season because apparently we could not have that level of drama and excitement tonight. We have to wait for another week to see what happens with it. I understand them wanting to keep the drama, but still, okay, here's what we got.
But they're going to still have so much drama left. There's going to be still a lot of eliminations. Of course, the winner, the virtual reunion, all of that. They didn't need to save this.
All right, here's what we got for sure in the finale. We got the returning challenge. We'll be at 6 people then. We'll go from 6 people to 5. Then we're going to go from 5 people to 4. Then we'll go to 4 people to 3. And I know my fingers aren't aligning with the numbers. Yes. I'm talking about the number of moves. It works in my head.
It works out.
Okay, and there's the fire making challenge will happen. We'll end up with the final 3. I'm assuming there's not going to be a final 2 because this is not a 5-hour long finale. It would another tribal council and there's too messy. And then we'll have a virtual reunion. I don't know exactly what this is going to look like. I'm assuming it's going to be probes on like a Zoom with talking to a bunch of other people. Let's hope that there's not some like bitter, former winner who was not on this season who like hacks the Zoom midway through and is like, this is my season of Survivor now. I don't know who I was impersonating there, but
I don't know either, but let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know.
I do not want to watch 3 hours of that or an hour of that. So that'll be a no. But we've seen other shows that are dealing with really similar situations right now. American Idol, The Voice, they're all having shows going on, people recording from home. Then we saw The Voice last night. They did live results for questionable results for us to watch. I mean, some of it worked out, some of it is a little bit of a gong show, but I'm excited to see what they're actually going to be able to do with Survivor. I mean, it's better than getting nothing at all.
I want some prop comedy from this sort of reunion show if we're going here. Can we have, and now from his spy basement, it is Tony, and Tony is like hiding behind a couch or whatever else, and he like jumps out. Or maybe, on Idol, Katy Perry was like dressed as a giant like bottle of hand sanitizer or something. Can Tyson be dressed as a giant peanut butter or something like that? And then it's like halfway through it, Tyson just like starts picking the peanut butter out of his costume and eating it.
This is starting to get really weird.
This is what happens when you get locked in a house for a long period of time. Things get weird, but okay. But anyway, I'm curious to see exactly where things are going to go and that. But all right, let's talk about the returning challenge and try to block out that memory I've just created in our head. So
it's too late.
This is Natalie's to lose at this point, right?
Oh my goodness, she has so many tokens. She's got her advantage. She's got an idol. She's got peanut butter. If she doesn't win this challenge, then please don't bring these fire tokens back. Like, they are completely useless if you have 14 tokens and you still can't win.
What if it is sort of like for this challenge to return to the game, you have to spin in a circle 100 times. Natalie, you have 3 advantages. You only have to spin 97 times now.
I hope that's the challenge. Natalie, I love watching people spin around
you can be happy with that. And I'm going to be mad at because Natalie, if that's Natalie at that point, she may as well just like storm off the show and be like, what was all my work for at this point? Like go and throw Probst in the ocean or something.
Am I a joke to you?
If Natalie says that, just end the season there. Give Natalie the $2 million. I won't even care anymore.
No, I mean, seriously, though, with this many tokens and advantage and the peanut butter and all this type of stuff, I joke about the peanut butter, but it's actually true.
Yeah.
It should help her with the amount that everybody's eating on that island.
Yeah.
If she doesn't come back, then honestly, I don't know what's going on. She's also, if it's a puzzle, I mean, she's quite smart. She's very fit.
It's an interesting debate right now because, this is Natalie's to lose. If Natalie doesn't win this, it is one of the biggest Survivor choke jobs ever, and I'm not insulting Natalie. She's just got all that advantages.
Yeah, she does.
And at that point, though, if you're everybody else in the game, do you want to keep someone in the game like Natalie, who you can make the argument she was the very first person voted off? She did not even last a single tribal council.
Yep.
But she has withstood Edge of Extinction.
Yep.
She has found 2 trillion fire tokens. She got an idol for herself. She bought an idol for Tyson. She has done so much, which, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe she just wanted Tyson's jury vote. And if she makes it to the end, Tyson's got to vote for her now or something.
Yeah, it's possible. I think it's such a hard thing to dive into because Edge is part of this season. You love it, you hate it, you want it to go away. None of that matters. It is part of this season. So even if you're over at Edge and you're the first one out there and you get back into the game, you still are part of the game. So I get the idea that it sucks. It's like, oh, you were the first one to go. You weren't even playing any of this game. She can still make the argument to be like, but I was still playing over there. I did, won all these fire tokens and I was able to withstand being there. Even Sandra quit the island because it is that difficult to be over there. So I want to still be part of this and I should still be part of this kind of thing. It's just a tough situation because this is part of the game whether you like it or not.
So the way that I guess I kind of look at it now is, it is a part of the game. Natalie has built a resume over there. And then you look at the resume of someone like Michelle or someone like Ben in the game where they haven't really had that much that they can take credit for.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was the 3-person group, and I'm not saying they're really a group, but if I was Denise, Michelle, Ben, I would try to get to the final 3 with each other because that is the best chance that any of you have of winning at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
I think if Natalie comes back, or if a lot of people come back, if Boston Rob comes back, if Parvati comes back.
Well, they have a bunch of friends sitting over there. Like, they got to go right away.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
because that's also part of it, right? Jury management. If you're over there with the jury all day, every day, you are still having to work some kind of social game over there. And I know it's not exactly the same as being in the game, but it is still always part of the entire game.
It is a big part of the game at this point, and you can't underestimate it. And I may have the opinion that I don't want somebody who comes back from Edge to win the game, but I'm not a part of the jury. My opinion doesn't matter. You have to try to speculate as to what their opinions are in this given moment, and that's why, to me, like Tony for sure is the number 1 threat. Like, Tony's got to go over anyone in my head. Because Tony wins if he makes it there.
Absolutely, and he beats everybody. And I think people seem to be kind of underestimating it, and I don't really know why. I understand at the beginning he was kind of playing, fun time Tony.
Yeah.
Look at me running around the beach and making these ladders and doing all these funny, crazy things. Don't look at me, I'm not really playing. And he kind of did that for the first half. But he's done enough in the second half to be a problem. So you've got to really look at that. And the only person that really seems to be looking at him is Denise. So there's still a possibility if she's still going to try to play that. And she should. And
Yes.
everybody should. And I say that as somebody who likes Tony.
Yeah, I love Tony. My
Yeah.
Survivor heart wants Tony to win. But if I was playing Survivor, I would be desperately trying to get rid of Tony at every turn. Maybe the Edge of Extinction person, it's either them or Sarah as the person I would want to be taking out next. But if Natalie comes in with an idol, or if Rob comes in with an idol, or Tyson really, they can play it at that first vote, then they make the 5. Then they just have to, maybe if they win an immunity, win the fire making, they're at the final 3. And then that's it. And with Tony now, he can play his idol. And then if he wins 1 immunity and wins the fire making, Tony's at the final 3. There's a lot of interesting things that can kind of happen at this point. I'm excited to see it play out. I just hope all of the hype for this season is worth it, and we're not sort of sitting here next week talking about, and here is a winner, player who has made maybe like 1 or 2 moves the entire season and got not a lot of airtime.
Yeah, and I get that fear. I mean, I've read your guys' comments. I've seen other people talking about it online. A lot of really big players all went out so early, and we were all kind of hoping to see them all go a lot further. And then it's, we're here where there's a couple of really, really big players, and then, people that have only made a few moves or smaller moves, or poor Michelle has been blindsided at every single vote where she's just like, what is happening? I don't even know what's happening, which is frustrating for her, because then at that point, when you're Michelle and you go to try to talk to the jury, if you're sitting at the end, how do you explain that?
I know what Tony said in the episode about wanting to get rid of her tonight, but I think if you and I had to agree on one person who's probably a lock to make the final 3, I think it's Michelle. Because who's voting for Michelle to win?
I agree, and I get what Tony was saying. He wants to sit at the end with somebody who's a really good player. He wants to sit at the end with somebody like Sarah, where he feels like it's more of a on the same level kind of battle. If you're going to battle the winners, and you got to battle sort of one of the best winners to be the ultimate winner.
The Clash of the Titans.
Right, but this is for $2 million. This isn't for bragging, right? This is a lot of money.
If you want Clash of the Titans, go see the movie Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, this needs to not happen for $2 million.
No. So we're going to have a lot of things, obviously, to talk through over the next several days. Rankings, Edge of Extinction rankings. Just because Natalie's favored, I'm still going to talk through everybody else. And we'll go through whether or not these people, some of them could return for another season. There's always a lot of fun Survivor stuff we do around the finale. Also, Jess and I did a video earlier talking about all the renewals CBS did.
Yep.
There were a lot, to say the least.
Yeah, they renewed a lot of their schedule. They really only canceled like a handful of things.
And they also kind of released a grid of all the shows that are going to be a part of the upcoming 2020-2021 season.
Yep.
Survivor was in there. That doesn't mean that it's coming back in the fall. I just wanted to make sure that was clear so that there wasn't any confusion.
Yep.
We hope it's back, but it's got to be safe. We got to kind of take a wait-and-see approach with all of it.
For sure.
We'll see next week if they announce at least what the theme for Season 41 is going to be. But what do you guys want on the Survivor Winners at War finale? Who are you rooting for? Share in the comments and give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking the link in the description to the store. And we'll see you here next time.